Welcome back to part 2 of Big Girls Do Cry. Finally, I get to talk about this book, Between You and Me. Girl to girl, girl to guy, guy to kid. This is a cautionary tale. It is a memoir on the effects love can have on your entire future. Especially moms who want their kids to be stars. Be very careful who you take them to see and who they imprint, especially between the ages of 7 and 11. You think taking them to a concert, getting them backstage might be harmless. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Anyways, I want you to be careful with those little princesses of yours and little boys as well. Their minds are always rolling. And between the ages of 7 and 11, we actually do figure out in our little mind what we think love and romance should be the rest of your lives. Example, a guy, maybe my age, had a poster of Farrah Fawcett in that gorgeous red bathing suit that everybody had in the 70s. They marry a wonderful girl, brunette, a little shorter. She's wonderful. He's not happy. She does more for him. He's not happy. He cheats, ruins his marriage. The kids are broken. Your economic structure has fallen apart, not to mention your extended family. And he can't figure out when you ask him, why did you do this to me? One of the reasons could be imprinting. So let's go on with the book. I'm going to take you to the middle for all of you Frankie Valli lovers. This was a time when I was single and I wasn't married. I really never saw Frankie when I was married to somebody, but there was a time that when I bottomed out and was at my lowest, I ran to him. Each time he opened the door for me. Why did he do that? I don't know. I have to think since I had met him when I was 6 years old that I probably reminded him of his daughters. Why did I write the book? When I saw Jersey Boys, the Broadway show, which is fabulous, I recommend everybody see it. This is not a commercial for Jersey Boys, but if it's good, it's good. I'll always tell you the truth. It's fabulous. Very true to life. That it rang such a note with me. I cried the entire time. That's also in the book. The first time I saw the show and how it deeply affected my soul on many, many levels. I felt that I had been a ghost in every scene, standing in the back watching it. And it started me thinking, God, I was here a long time. And therein lies the reason for my healing and why I started to write this. This was never a vendetta. It was never a reason to make money. I haven't made a damn cent off of this book yet. And I made it for my self-healing. I wrote it just to get the words out. And I started to interview family members to see if I was correct. And then all of a sudden it was a little article. Somebody said, they read it. I wanted to publish it in a little magazine locally. And they said, oh, no, you have a book, you have a story. And therein lies the history of why this book became a piece of Frankie Valli's life, a piece of my life, and something that will hopefully live on after my demise. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to read you, for all the Frankie Valli lovers, a part of that book that says, and this is on page 66, chapter 5, Working My Way Back to You. I love those songs. When Frankie called with an invite to Chicago, I was thrilled and filled with a drug called hope. The Bible tells us hope, faith, and charity are the crux of what living is for. Well, I was ready to live then. Oh Lord, I felt like such a grown-up, finally. I got my chance to once again dive into the life of Frankie Valli as a real woman. I was cooler, wiser, much more fun, and able to speak an actual sentence with words that contained more than 4 syllables. I now find that being able to speak about diverse topics in groups is attractive, though I'm not sure he concurs or even cares what his ladies have to contribute to manly debates. Frankie and I hadn't seen each other for 4 or 5 years, which seems like forever when you're young. He delightfully surprised me with this call. But when love comes calling, you jump, right? Well, that's why I got furious with Mr. Billy, who was my boyfriend at the time, and interfered with my quest for the man of my dreams. You know, some events are bigger than the past, the present, and even the future. As though it had a life and cannot be ignored. In my mind, I know, foolish as it seemed, Frankie had waited for me to grow up. I wasn't his little plaything anymore. I was a real woman with real character, real style, and real love to give him. You'll have to read this to find out what happens when I go to Chicago, Frankie is there, I'm there, and Billy Kirkwood shows up, knocking on the backstage door. Have you ever been interrupted with love? Have you been so driven by something, whether it's a passion to write or paint or see somebody, that it becomes bigger than you? It becomes part of your destiny. People ask me, why do you still love Frankie? Why aren't you mad at him? Because I believe that he was part of my destiny. I believe that he was part of the lesson for me to learn, for me to write, for me to dig in deep and get healed. How could I be mad at somebody who has given me that much opportunity to become a better soul, to evolve, to grow, to be better than I know I am? So, love. Let's think about your love life. That's what I'm getting to next. Think about what you've gained. Didn't you get a lot out of it? Even the worst stuff? Even the creeps? After all, I don't believe in mistakes. I do believe in synchronicity. I do believe in reincarnation. And I do believe that everybody in your tribe, your group, your circle, have passed each other several lifetimes, each time taking a different role, making a different imprint in your life and your growth. Part 3, coming up. What happened? Why did I write this? Where am I going now? What's to happen to me? And what can happen to you? Much love. Part 3. Stay tuned.